Hello everyone, I am your produce guy, and today we're going to make a delicious seasonal treat, pumpkin bread using fresh pumpkin. This one happens to be left over from Halloween. So let me bring you up to speed on what we've got done so far. I took my pumpkin, I cut off a section of it. I then scraped out, using a mason jar lid, I scraped out the seeds and the innards, setting the seeds aside, of course, for roasting. Then I sliced into narrow slices that section of pumpkin so that I could then peel off with the vegetable peeler the outside skin of the pumpkin. Then I took my box grater and I grated up 1.5 heaping cups of fresh pumpkin. And here we are right here. So we're ready to go to the next steps. We're going to add all the wet ingredients. That's the first thing we're going to do. Alright, I've got 1.5 cups of the raw shredded pumpkin. I've got 1/3 cup of oil. This happens to be light olive oil. We have a lot of olive oil in the YourProduceGuy kitchen, so you can use any oil you like though. It doesn't have to be olive oil. I've got here 1/4 cup of water. That goes in there. And then I've got 1 egg, room temperature. We've got that one cracked open there. And in that goes. Now, we'll just give this a little stir to kind of moisten up that pumpkin some more, get that egg mixed in there. Okay, that's mixed up. So we're going to set that aside just a little bit there. Now combine our dry ingredients before we add them in to the pumpkin mix. So I've got here, starting off, 2/3 cup of sugar. I'm going to add that to my 1¼ cup of flour and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. So let me drop that in there right now. We're going to mix all this together here in the end. Now I've got my spice mixture. This is my pumpkin spice mixture. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon in here, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger, all mixed together in there. And then, I left off my 1/2 teaspoon of salt that was in there with my flour and my baking powder. Alrighty, so we're going to mix those together right out here. Of course, in baking, you combine your wet ingredients and your dry ingredients and you put them all together. So now those are mixed. I'm going to go ahead and add my dry ingredients into my wet, about 1/4 of the ingredients at a time. So just pour out. There we are. So we'll do that and get this mixed up for you. Alright, there is our batter all done up. Scrape down the sides. You don't want to overmix this, just mix it enough so you get all the ingredients blended and moistened there, but don't beat it up. Now that we're all mixed up, I've got a bread pan here, a little baking pan, glass I like to use. It is 9.5 by 4.5, and we're just going to, I've greased it with a cooking spray. So I've got the cooking spray inside the pan, put all our batter in there. We're just going to pop this into a 350-degree oven, and this is going to bake for 40 to 50 minutes. And we'll check to make sure it's done with a toothpick test, and we'll get baking that, see what happens. Our loaf is out of the oven. I cooked it for this particular loaf 47 minutes. I checked it after 40 minutes, used the toothpick test. Came out, there was still a little bit of moist batter in there, so I put it back in. 7 more minutes I cooked it, and it looks like it's totally done and ready to go. I've cooled it, popped it out of the pan, and here we are. We're going to go ahead and cut a slice of this. Ooh, look at this. Oh boy, look at that. Moist. Oh, cooked all the way through. You can see the little bits of raw pumpkin in there. Oh my, very nice. Well, there's our pumpkin bread recipe utilizing fresh pumpkin. pumpkin. Now, you can make this, if you like more pumpkin flavor, you can take that same amount of pumpkin before you shred it, put it into the oven, and bake that off for a little bit, roast it, 350 for maybe 20-30 minutes, something like that. That will develop more pumpkin flavor. I like a milder pumpkin flavor. You also could substitute canned pumpkin in an emergency. So, but of course, as you know, on Your Produce Guy, we always say fresh is best, and I think that's the case here today. I've got a slice here. You can give these loaves away as gifts to your friends around holiday time. They will love it. I like mine with just a little bit of sweet creamery butter on top. Of course, you can always add other things to the recipe, such as chocolate chips. That's a favorite, pumpkin chocolate chip bread. So, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy some of this. Thank you for being with us. Please leave your comments. Let us know what we can do for vegetables or fruits that you're interested in. Or if you like the video, just let us know that. Thank you so much. We'll look forward to seeing you next time here on Your Produce Guy, reminding you that fresh is best. Perfect. Oh, we'll see you next time. Look at this. I've got pumpkin seeds here. You ever go to the convenience store and pay lots of money for roasted, salted pumpkin seeds? Well, I'm going to show you how to make them quick and easy. Let's get it started.